Yo, let me give you a real quick example of integration. Integration of people. And let me give you a quick example about how polarized points of view about the world, about politics, left and right, are not able to give a working picture of reality. Now, most people would believe the stereotype. Right wing politics is against integration because they are racistic. Left wing politics is good because they are not racistic and they are for integration. Both these opinions, in my opinion, are stupid. Okay? The truth is this, in my opinion. If a child grows up, let's say in Congo, in the Republic of Congo or in Afghanistan, and it could be me as a child growing up there. Let's say I see people dying in the streets daily. Let's say I see my parents being raped. One of my parents gets killed. Let's say I see and experience a lot of injustice and violence. Let's say I was in a child soldier. I had to kill people. Let's say I live in a country where women are oppressed. And I grow up there. Let's say I grew up in Iran and I get brainwashing every day. Like who is good and what is right, religiously fundamentalistic brainwashing. Do you think it would be a good idea to willy-nilly integrate me into a Western country now? Without thinking any further, just integrate me there? No. Because it's a complete different reality in this different culture with people who are not that traumatized. Okay? And I would not know where to go with all this negativity, hate, and violence that is in me now. I'm a ticking time bomb and nobody understands me. People say, oh, well, you have to behave. Yeah. But it does not mean that every person coming from a country like this cannot be integrated, okay? People respond differently to trauma. In other words, the same circumstance can create a person that is functional in another country. So what I want to tell you is it's not in the DNA. So you don't have to be racistic to say that integration can be problematic. It's due to trauma and due to how people are educated and developed. It has nothing to do with race or DNA, okay? But this means, in my opinion, we need to make integration a topic. Okay? I'll tell you something. We could close the borders of any country you want in Europe or America. We close the borders completely. No immigrants. Nobody is allowed to go in. Nobody is allowed to go out. These countries would still have tons of work of integration. They could need decades to get real integration working. Integration means to form a unity, and it doesn't matter whether we use the salad bowl theory that ethnic groups gather together and maintain their cultural roots, or whether we use the melting pot theory where the people kind of give up parts of their original identity and take on a new identity. And reality will always be a mix of both, and it really doesn't matter. What matters is that the people are able to live peacefully together. The problem is really coming down, boiling down to trauma, because trauma, deeply traumatized people, especially like when it creates a borderliner or a narcissist or a psychopath, these people are externally regulating and predatory parasites, and they are not aware of it. Psychopath might be. Narcissists are not aware of themselves in that way. So, pro-social narcissist really believes he's good. Okay. However, by the way, the word good is the problem. There is no good and no evil, right? Anyway, um, what I want to say is we need to get away from the polarizing completely. We have to completely overcome racism and sexism, get our mind free of this, and then look at topics like integration. And yes, we can't integrate everybody mindlessly, because the idea of integration is that the healthy, strong community will soak up new people and it will create something new and it will stay healthy and strong. No, if you take too toxic material and you integrate it into a healthy body, it will not be that the healthy body will soak up the poison and everything will be good. No, it will get sick and break apart, okay? That is a problem. And it does not have to do with right wing, left wing, racism. No, it's realistic psychological background thinking. And I know this because, or I come to these conclusions because I have integrated a deeply traumatized person coming from asylum with medical treatment and everything. And it broke the family. So I know that integration can be a problem. And you know, you have to understand a deeply traumatized person does not have the daily struggles that a citizen has daily struggles. We need to work, make money, take care for our children, and so on. You know what we have to do, everything. And this is what we have to do every day. A traumatized person has another problem every day: itself. It stands in its own way. It must be the center of attention. It can't do it alone. And therefore, it creates all kinds of turmoil, manipulation, and confusion around it. Okay? So the traumatized person does not have the daily routines in front of them, but itself as a problem. And again, borderliners, narcissists, they're externally regulating. So they need to shape the environment. So they build identity and self confidence not by earning it through performing, but by shaping, molding, coercing the environment in a way that it validates their grandiose delusion. So they simply imagine who and what they are, and then they shape the environment that it validates this. And therefore, they need predatory, manipulative, and parasitic behavior to force everybody. And this exactly is the traumatizing around them. They traumatize people around them because, of course, this is a very disturbing, malignant shared fantasy to witness and live with. And if you confront them, welcome to the jungle, baby. This is war. If you confront them and say, oh, well, you need to earn your place, you need to accept the hierarchy in our country, in our family, where you are now, because we integrate you, it doesn't work that way. They want to change the hierarchy, the environment. They come as a guest and they want to take over like cancer, like a disease. So this means it's a difficult topic. So I'm still for integration at any cost. Of course, I'm for integration. I'm for solidarity in the world. I am for brothers helping brothers, sisters helping sisters. But we must be careful. If you get in the wrong brothers, they stab you. As simple as that. That's what Bob Marley already sings. Some of them will eat and drink with you, and then behind you, they will sus up on you. They will backstab you. So, understand this one. It's about integration, and it's about trauma. It's a problem. A young man that grew up as a warlord has seen 10, 20 people dying. Maybe he had to kill someone. Maybe he lives in a country where women are completely oppressed. You just put him here in Germany and let him say, no, just chill and enjoy yourself. Don't you think this person needs support? And don't you think that the public needs protection from this person? Don't you think that it could make sense? So we need some politicians that have no. I mean, this is an oxymoron. Politicians that have understanding, that have psychological, cultural um, background knowledge, deep background knowledge and discernment. No, we don't have this. But we need this. We need professional psychologists and ethnic, how do you call it? As ethnologists and whatnot, to create programs that are realistically creating an environment for integration. We don't need woke. Woke makes it worse, I think. Anyway, I'm out.